However, you know, what you're saying is really based on what we had a topic on before, which was the lack thereof.
There is no community.
Right.
There's no community
Exactly.
because this stuff wouldn't be happening.
Exactly. So if we had that mentality, and then I'm gonna take it a step further, you know, what we're really missing is martyrism. See, and I'm gonna go back to the bully situation just because,
Mm.
you know,
Mm.
when you're willing to die
Mm.
for what you believe in, that also gets Europeans' attention. That gets the bullies' attention. When the motherfucker says, yo, you understand?
I
Like,
think you just made the do not fly list, bro.
probably so.
Yeah, that's
But
the
you
key word.
understand, bro? When you do this here, fuck it. What? When you do that, you get there too. Oh shit. You know what I mean? You understand? We got to get back into that mindset. You know what I mean? Because the more of that we have, like in the Panther days and the Black Power movements, yo, cats was dying. However, they was dying with dignity and for a cause. That's the point of the matter, is to teach. My son right now knows what I'm about. And he also knows that I'm willing to die for the cause. We talked about it on numerous occasions. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? If we get to a point where it's organized revolution, I'm there. I don't have a problem with that. That's why we're doing what we're doing right now with the dialogue, is to wake our people up, to get our people together. You understand? So yes, I'm willing to do that, and then my son will take that from there. That's how you start lineages, and you know what I mean? You pass it down, and you get them to have the same ideology. Yo, this is what I do for my child. This is what I have to do for our children.
Mm.
And I'm talking about black children. Even the ones that's not yours biologically, they still are kids.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Yes, absolutely, by far. In the community sense, which we don't have. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying.
This shit must stop. This shit must stop. It's not going to stop until we do something to stop it.
That I agree.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
You understand?
Yeah, cross your fingers ain't working.
No.
Hoping, praying.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, I'm not saying don't pray.
Right. Oh, yes, we must do that.
Yeah, that's
That's
what it's
we have to act along
You gotta
with
pray,
it.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Faith without works is dead.
Unbelievable. And most of our people are not understanding that. You know, listen, and I'm going to just chop it off after this.
I just figured out what you're saying. Like, you know, one thing, you know, people got to understand is that when there's extreme wealth, there's extreme poverty. It's all they go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but yeah, I piggyback what you said earlier. Like, far as you said, taking a lesser two evils. Not that I was. I guess I was saying. I'm gonna clear that. I was advocating for somebody to. I was advocating for somebody to be a man. Like, you know what I mean? Deal with humans all the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when does you know what I mean? This kind of wrong. It's almost like the king syndrome per se. Like, you would treat a judge better than you treat the old lady next door to your house. Like, you know what I mean? Where does it like the respect? I mean, just on a human level. You know what I'm saying? On a human level, everybody should be respected the same, right? You know what I'm saying? On a human level, that's what I'm talking about. I want to talk about, oh, you sitting there challenging them, creating a situation for yourself that's going to come out bad for you. I'm talking about just giving somebody beyond respect that you don't give yourself that respect. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You don't give your neighbors that respect. You don't give your wife that respect. You don't respect your children that way. Some stranger and his respect is really fear. It's out of intimidation. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, that's what I'm advocating for us not to fall in that. Like, you know, that's where the castration comes in at, because it never lets you develop into your own as a man. You know what I'm saying? And what the fear comes from a lynching, essentially. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's more or less what I was speaking to per se, than like somebody, you know, just rebel rousing unnecessarily at a traffic stop and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? If that's gonna be you, then know what's coming out of it and deal with it how you gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna tell nobody what to do, but you know what I'm saying. But ultimately, like I say, this whole question of injustice, man, I think we ought to talk to the sun, go down and come back up with it. You know what I'm saying? It's so much going on, man. I just hope at this present time in history, momentum keeps building. Momentum. Everybody's black this week. I said it earlier. I hope they remain black. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want this riot syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want a sustained effort on our behalf to tackle injustice. That's just what I want. I want to see that. I don't want everybody mad. Boom, boom, boom. As soon as something die down, so we get a flowery speech from a politician or two, and you know all these opportunists coming out of the weed works now. I'm looking at Snoop and all these dudes. Oh, they want to lead demonstrations and all this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like now the revolution won't be televised. They say, right? Now here they come out of the weed works trying to co-opt the movement. You know what I mean? It's just some bullshit. You know what I mean? You trying to steal the youth thunder. Let them go out there. Let them demonstrate. Let them march. And I was good even after the cops got killed. People was out demonstrating, marching, you know what I mean, holding up traffic, doing everything they can, trying to raise consciousness to police brutality. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I haven't been happy in a while. I'm happy, but happy for our people. The fact that we just out there doing something, man, you know, it gives me a euphoric feeling, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, that don't come along often, that something unites us and that we're willing to fight, you know what I mean, fight for it, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta disagree with you a little bit.
Okay.
When I watch the news, I see I see more Caucasian people out there than us.
Well, I mean, it's better news you want to watch, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at the demonstrations throughout every city, you know what I mean? You know, we can't just relegate it to a city, and I would tell people, look at like Democracy Now! You know what I mean? Look at RT. You get a different slant on the news than CNN and MSNBC, Fox News. Exactly. You got to look at, you know, different, and even underground news circuits that's on YouTube or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That gives you more of a balance of who's out there. But, you know, just people mad and trying to see like people trying to get together, and people I know calling people together, trying to do little things. So it's just, you know what I mean, just to see us trying to move in the right direction. You know what I'm saying?
Do something, get involved.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah. You know what I mean? They say a spark will start a prairie fire, man. Like, you know what I mean?
But like you said, don't let it be temporary. It's always temporary.
Don't let it be emotion. You know what I mean? That's where it comes from. It becomes emotion.
Yeah, it's always temporary. Like, this shit needs to be permanent until the shit stops. Until it stops. You feel me?
Yeah,
absolutely. I think we need to get back on like it back was in the 60s, just black love. You know what I mean? I think that's something that we have to keep going.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Where we start speaking to our neighbors. We start asking how you're doing today. You know, how's the family today? We, you know, and it's piggyback on what you say, just get involved with each other. You know, start showing more love to each other. You know what I mean? We see a brother on the street, speak to him. See a sister on the street, speak to her. You know what I mean? And we start doing that, I think we can get out of that narcissistic mentality where it's not just about me, it's about other people. You know, I've stated before, you see a traffic stop, stay there. Don't go nowhere. You know, people honk you, honk. People in the corner, you know what I mean? Let them know that people are watching you. Let them know, and more important than that, I got your back. You know, so person in the car, I got you. I got your back, my man. Camera rolling. Yo, you know what I mean? That's love. You know how that's going to transcend? Well, at least I hope it will transcend. Say, yo, somebody actually cared about me today. They say, yo, I got your back. We're going to make sure that you going to drive away from this scene.
Can I interject real quick?
Please do.
Because you touched on it, I don't want to lose my train of thought. This is before the cell phone cameras got prevalent, you know, and when I was over there in Hunter Park, right? And and it was a sister that lived across the street. But one night, because she used to bartend, so she used to come back, you know, come on me. And one night she pulls up, mind you, she pulls up in front of her fucking crib, yo. And the boys they come behind her. And I'm on the porch. And it wasn't on no lust type shit. This was on what you're speaking about. This was on some what we speak about as well. Yeah, and community. You understand? I'm a brother on the block. That's my sister. So, Barbie, when they pulled her, and I saw they was kind of. It really wasn't no need to do it. So I stood out there for a while, and I said, "Hey sis, you okay?" And she was kind of frazzled a little, obviously, but she
was just letting know that you did.
Yeah, and I'm letting them know too.
Yeah,
and I'm standing there. They look at me, and I'm looking at them. I'm still standing there, like motherfucker. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing wrong where nobody sees it and nobody says nothing.
You said it's early in the morning,
so say something, right?
Yeah, early in the morning. You did?
No, yeah, this is like late night. Yeah, you know what I mean?
She's already woman by herself.
Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy part. Once you show your ID, if you have to do that, what else is there to say? You didn't do anything wrong with that. What else is there to say? So who knows what they would have done to her if I didn't let my presence be. That's what I'm getting at. Piggybacking off you. Go ahead, brother. I apologize for that.
Somebody did that for me once. I was I actually used to live on the street, and I was sleeping inside of this abandoned car, and cops, somebody must have called in and so forth and so on. And I was always at the same car, so when matter of fact, it was my car. They just didn't move. And I used to get my food from this pizza shop, and the cops was, came over one day, and they wasn't harassing me. They just, every now and then they check up on. And, they was asking me, they was cool. They was real cool. They was real cool. They said, we just got a call. We know you're here. We just, came out, checked up on. And the sister came out of the pizza shop where I used to frequent about food. She said, leave that guy alone. He's okay. She said, hold on, sis. She said, we're not doing anything. But I appreciate the fact that she really spoke up for me. Absolutely. And that's what we use that, and that's what we got to start doing. We got to start looking out of our little windows and so forth and so on. Let them know we got your back. We got your back. You're not going to do anything, to her or you're to him, and that no one's not going to see because we're here. And then you said that will stop all that. Plus, it'll show each other love. Say, someone actually cares about someone love me. So then when someone steps on your foot, you say, my bad. You say, sorry, dude. And that's what we got to start getting back to. You know what I mean? Because I can't speak for everybody else, but I think that we really believe we're just out there by ourselves. Every time we go out of the house, it's all about, I got to protect myself. I got to watch for this. I got to watch for that. You know what I mean? And it's me against the world. We got to get out that mentality. Where it's me against the world, where now it's us together against evil. It's just good against evil. Keep real simple. It's not an ethnicity thing. It's good against evil. If you're evil, we can't tolerate that in society, no matter what ethnicity you're in. So we will try to chop that all out. You know what I mean? Come together and just flourish. You talk about the ghettos. It should be together. We should be together because we should be looking out for each other. We don't want to be here, dispersed, and then anything can happen to us because we're by ourselves. No, we're all in the same community. No, we're not going to let certain things happen because we're all together. You know what I mean? And as I say, just like I'm talking about, I hope it doesn't die out. I hope it doesn't die out. I hope this is an awakening where people say, you know what, especially black people start saying, you know what, we got to start coming together. Listen, we can't stop letting these social ills. We got to stop the black on black crime that's happening right on our block. We got to stop the drug deals. We got to stop the rape, the molestations, all that. All this stuff happens in our community, and it's like, it's cool as long as it doesn't happen to me. No. You're not going to abduct no children. No, you're not going to say, look, I stop when I see these dudes try to talk to the young girls. I say, that's a young girl.
But all that you're speaking about is the mentality. That's all, everything that you mentioned falls under mentality. We got to change it. We always speak about that. We got to change. Now, go ahead, brother. We're going to chop it because I know we've been doing it for a long time, and I want to get everybody last little piece.
I'll just say, picking off what the brother was saying, with oppressed people, no matter what country in the world, they show sick characteristics from their oppression. You know what I'm saying? When you oppressed, you'll find a lot of black people, it took me to get in my 30s to realize that most black people was pro-white. And it broke my heart. But it take a while to understand it. You young and you wild and radical, you think everybody's in this mode. But they not. So it's just it'd be some people be scared, afraid to be black. the show love and nationalism. Like, you know, like it's not being anti-white. It has nothing to do with that. The be black and love black and all and encase yourself with it. People be scared. It's like somehow it's like you're a racist. You're like no. Like,
but he does.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. Like, we in America, we don't know how to play the game. Everybody understands that, like, these groups got to stick together. Anything you see that any group got, they got it by sticking together. And we don't understand this. Like, we want to, like, you know what I mean? We want to piggyback on whatever we perceive as a success from another group and go hang with them. And it'd be disheartening. Like, you see, like, the black people that start doing well, yeah, I'm about to go, they want to move to a white neighborhood. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, as soon as you lose that job, you coming right back with us, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't be understanding it, but, you know, it's like the white standard. Like, you know what I mean? That's what it be. Yeah. And it be brainwashed in you that wherever's white is good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you almost, every move they make, you chase them right behind it. You know what I mean? You move out the suburbs with them, as soon as they know that suburbs is ripped off, and they trying to go gentrify certain parts of the world, North Philly, West Philly, South Philly, and they run right back down there. When they run right back down there, you stuck out in the suburbs, you can't afford them taxes no more. They move right back in, like, you know, you chasing behind them. Where they going, you one step behind them. You really not integrated. They're not going to consider you really part of them. I don't think people understand that, man. But, like, we definitely got to get back to being nationalistic, thinking black, doing everything black. You know, having some equality in what we have. People, I think we don't think we're people of quality. I don't understand. I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? We offer something that no other people offer in the world. You know what I'm saying? You know, even get down to genetics, man. We got a 2 million year jump on them. You know what I mean? In this world. You know what I mean? I don't think people understand that. People talk, oh, white people been here, we can't do this. Like, oh, they've been in America, whatever. We've been in this world. The black man is the original man. We've been in this world 2 million years before they even came in existence. You know what I'm saying? So we need to get back to lead this world as we once did.
Come on, brother Kurt. We can't be too prosperous. History shows. We do too good, they come in and they burning your stuff down. Rosewood.
Bring it on.
Tulsa. The Red Summer 1919. We came back from the first Great War thinking that, okay, we earned a position in society. And they like, oh no. Hang them. Lynch them. Get the road, brother. You know, but I feel you. We got to do it. We got to start building community. We got to build community. If we're not invited to the party, we need to throw a party. I worked with a brother, and we was at a spot, and it was like, yo, you always got my back. I can always count on you to come all the way across the club to get my back. And he's like, how do you do it? Now, like, because I got to watch you. You my brother, I got to watch you. And I'm hoping you're doing the same for me. And that's that community. You know, when we walk out the door, like you said, I got your back, brother. Hey, sister, how you doing? Little nod. I acknowledge you. I acknowledge you. I'm going to give you a default level of respect. What you give back to me is going to dictate how I treat you. Chasing the standard. We got to create our own standards. You know, I remember and I'm glad my mom checked me. I was 3 years old, and I wanted hair down my back. And I didn't want it to be curly. 3 years old. But when you watch television, and you become indoctrinated, and I was brokenhearted. She said, yeah, you ain't never going to be like that. Get that up right now. And I gave it up. And I shaved now. You know, but, it's that cognitive dissonance that we encounter when we find out that something isn't the way it's going to be, or it's not the way it was, or not the way, we thought it was. And that's what the future minority, aka Caucasians, are going through. That's why you have the other side, the red states saying we want to make America great again. Because they know that everybody that's not white is going to outnumber them by a certain year. So they trying to control that. They trying to maintain the status quo. I'm sorry, what you said?
2060 is the number, 2050.
I heard 2050. But it's coming. No matter what the year, it's down the road. It's like, you driving down the highway 60 miles per hour, you hit the brakes. You want to know that I did the necessary maintenance to handle this. so I can stop and I can change my course of action. I knew this was coming because I experienced this in the past, and I made the necessary precautions to change the course of actions. We gotta learn. We gotta learn, and we all in this pot together. And they get upset when we rise up and dissent. Like, we don't like this. We don't like that you taxing us, but we don't have no vote over in England. So we want to rise up and we want to throw your property in the harbor, and we're going to have a tea party. But then when we do it, oh, what about black on black crime? All crime is proximate. All crime happens in the community. You don't commute to commit a crime. You commute to go to work. When you do dirt, you looking to commit a crime of opportunity, and the opportunities manifest themselves closest to you. You're not going to buy a pass by a car, catch the train to go commit a crime. But they try to say black on black crime. Oh, well, you kill each other more than police do. Come on, man. You're just trying to diminish the movement. All lives matter. All lives matter. Well, where the blue lives matter when the two bills got killed yesterday? Where's the outrage in that? Because he didn't get killed by someone that looked different.
I think you not to cut you off. You caught about the thing with Chick-fil-A?
No. Yeah.
They wearing shirts that said Blue Lives Matter on the back. And check out like they never get $1 from me.
Hey, Feather Lives Matter. They got killing chicken.
Anyway, fuck that.
I like that shake. I really like the chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, they the peanut butter.
We touched
They
on
so
it.
blatant with it. They so blatant with
They
it.
can be.
Come on.
Why shouldn't they be though? They got the
They, well, you
complexion
know
for the
what?
protection.
They have it now. However, we can stop that as well.
Yeah, but you touched on it. Let's keep it 100.
It's not about them. It's really about us. Us collecting, being collective, coming together. We can stop all the bullying. The bullying within our community and the bullying that's come from outside community. That's the answer. It's just very simple. It's not hard. You know what I mean? We got to get back to coming together. We got to get back to, as I say, just speaking to each other. Letting them know we got your back. No, it's not. We're here together. I live on the same block you do. We're together. I'm the same hue as you. We're together. Anything that affects you, affects us. Look, if it's a fire at your house, guess what? It's going to come to my house if the firemen don't stop it. So, and that's how social ills are. You know what I mean? And that's what we got to keep doing. You know what I mean? And that's like what Kareem said. I pray this doesn't die. You know, for me, it's not. For me, now I'm energized. Now, I want to go out and speak to more people. I want to let them know. You know what I mean? Look, I got you. You know, we're the same, brother. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. Maybe if I start doing it more, someone else will see it. You know what I mean? And let them know, yo, when there's a traffic stop, I'm right here, my man. You cool. You know, we here.
The process.
Yeah. You know, and the whole point is, if you're doing the right thing, you shouldn't have an issue about people looking out for other people. And that's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What's just wrong with the light? Come on. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. As long as you're doing, look, if you're a quote unquote good cop, you shouldn't care less of the 10 brothers around you. Because you're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? So do the right thing. You ain't got to worry about it.
Okay, Spike. Right?
It's just, you
That's
know,
it, yeah.
it's very simple. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to worry about anything. But it starts with us. We got to start within our own community. You know, and start with the small baby steps. You know what I mean? Speaking to your neighbor. You know what I mean? Saying hi. You know what I mean? Letting them know, look, I got you. You know, just saying words of encouragement. Yeah, yo, love you, brother.
Have a good day.
Love you, brother. So you don't even know me. No, but I love you because you look like me. You a black man just like me. So maybe when that brother walks down the street and there's a little issue, he'll say, you know what? It ain't that deep, brother. I love you. Y'all don't want to have no beef with you. You know what I mean? My beef is not with you. You know, and that's what we got to get to a point. You know what I mean? Where hopefully out of this will come. Where we get, as Brother Reem talking about, that black love that we used to have. You know, where I just got love for you because you're black. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. You know what I mean? I got your back. You know what I mean? And we can start just tearing down all this stuff that's happening in our community. They're not coming together. Black men, we got to start rising up. We got to start it. You know, that's what we're missing out in our community. You talk about how when we make it, you know, we move out to the suburbs, so forth. Black men got to start saying, yo, man, I got a responsibility, not just to my family, but my ethnicity, because I know you don't like these communities, because we're not there yet. You know what I mean? But I got a responsibility.
You know what I mean? We got to be seen. You know, we're not seen in our communities. You know, we move out. No, we want to see somebody that made it. You know what I mean? So forth and so on. But this is where we got to be at. And as I say, I just pray it doesn't die. But I can't control the masses, but I can't control me. So I know for me, and I thank y'all, brothers. I thank you for this forum because I had to do some soul checking. You know, and I need to go out there and go hard. We all do. You know, to show this love because maybe if they see me showing some love, they say, "Yo, brother, right there." You know, we know this guy. You know, this dude showing love. Maybe, you know, we should show some love. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. When we start showing that love in our ethnicity and our community, when we start saying, you know what? Get rid of all that hate. Get rid of all that anger, all that animosity, all that killing each other.
You know, a couple of words. Camaraderie. Solidarity. I mean, we could also say community. We could also say mentality. We could also say spirituality. We could also say positivity because we always talk about these things. You know, these entities are extremely important that we're missing, and we need to, as you said earlier, get back to that. Like, you know, camaraderie. Like, do motherfuckers really even understand what that is these days? I don't think so.
Playing Madden online together, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't think they get it. Like, you know what I mean? This is what comes into community as well. This is what sparks community. You know what I'm saying? So, like your brother would say, you know, you speak to the people on your block, not even just on your block, anyway.
Everybody
makes
eye contact.
Anyway, even if I don't have eye contact, I still do that. I'm making a conscious effort to do it. Whenever I see a sister or a brother, I'm speaking to them. You know what I mean? And usually it turns out to be a mini conversation if we don't know each other. You know what I mean? And that's what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Regardless, I don't care if I see Mr. Dan next door and say, you know, how you enjoying the weather, Mr. Dan? You know what I mean? And I had a cat that it's my man. He's a good natured dude. He's just a little misguided. And you know, he said one day, he said to me, "You call him Mr."
Well, let's
I said, "Motherfucker, he's 70 years old."
This person your age?
Yeah. I say misguided. I'm telling you.
And he just programmed a different way. That's all.
Yeah, but you know, he know better. The brother, you know, he just misguided. And I said, damn right, what you mean?
Y'all in the age where y'all could have played together, per se, as kids, you know what I mean? Or y'all kind of, your old head, they only 5 years older than you.
Right.
That's one thing. We talk like,
your parents,
somebody that's really old enough to be your father.
If you're not taught, you don't know them.
Yo.
A lot of these young brothers are not.
You know what? He's not no young brother. He has been taught. He's just misguided. You know what I mean? He's got a false bravado. I call him a narcissist. And I'm like, motherfucker, you stupid. Like, yo, I don't even talk to you right now. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's dumb.
You'll get a radio from somewhere.
How do we say it? Ego. Remember the last show we had?
Narcissism.
Ego. That's the
Like
dumbest shit on the planet, man. That reeks of
Insanity.
insanity and immaturity. Yo, when you're a teenager, when you're early 20s, so be it. Happen. When you get to a certain spot in your life, brother, that got to come. Sister, that got to go good. I see it, but the sister's the one for the brothers. I'm sorry. I don't know about anybody else. I'm just saying, I know the sisters have it. And I understand where it comes from. It comes from the systematic situation that the government put them in, where they're the head of the household and things like that. So they do have the ego. However, you must understand the nature of the spirituality and the nature of the black man and the black woman and the black child, and how the family structure is built. And you got to get rid of that damn ego, because you can't fight no man. You can't fight no man.
That's the Trinity. Man, woman, child.
You understand what I'm saying?
Osiris, Isis,
The creator.
Horus.
Man, well,
That's the Trinity.
let's chop it off. Anybody last words? We're going to chop it off, man. We be here for fucking 5 hours, man.
This is a hot topic. You know what I mean? I'm
You
not
know
gonna
what I
say that. It's
whatever. Get it
You know what I
on.
mean?
I wanted to wrap it up with what you said. That I forgot. So I'm done. I'm done. I'm keeping real.
All right, well, I'm gonna say something.
Go ahead, bro.
Prayerfully, when you watch this war, inspire you to be better. I implore you to go out and do something today that you didn't do. Speak to someone that you don't know today. Speak to a neighbor that you haven't spoken to today. Try to make amends with a family member, a friend, or something, even though they did you wrong. Say, you know what? I forgive you. It's all about that. I ain't saying you got to sit them down and have break bread with them, but get rid of that, because it presents a division in us. We need to really start analyzing and say, you know what? I want to make improvement. I don't like to use the word change. You can change the word, so I always like to use improve. We'll make improvements in our ethnicity, in our community, that prayerfully we'll get back together, and you'll start seeing how your life as an individual will be better because of it. So that's what I'm imploring you today. Please, please, please. I usually don't say please. I gotta tell you that. That's good stuff. But I'm really am begging black people today to really start focusing on loving black people. I love the fact that you talked about that. We got to get back to loving each other, not just ourselves, but the stranger that we don't know, the neighbors on our blocks. You know what I mean? And tell them when we say them, love them. Yeah, you get some puzzle faces every now and then. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter. So we got to start telling people, look, I love you, bro. I love you, sis. Have a great day. You know what I mean? So forth. So please, I'm begging you, please let's try to start doing that and start watching us come together, start seeing these social ills start immediately just getting killed back. So that's what
Black Lives Matter.
So, what's up, brother? Black Lives Matter too. Not Black Lives Matter only. And that's what a lot of people stuck on, thinking that because we are pro-black, we are anti-white. No, I can have a Android and an Apple.
I don't really caught up in that. Like, we are the ones being killed, so Black Lives Matter.
And I want to say, piggybacking off of Brother O, let's rid ourselves of the animus towards each other. You know what I mean? We got a lot of that going on. And basically, it's not only gender-wise, it's just afloat amongst us, regardless. You know what I mean? And which is so damn retarded. Listen, I hate to listen. And once again, I don't ever want the system when y'all see us. I don't want you to ever think that we bad. We always say that. I want to reiterate that.
Love y'all. We love all
people. We do.
Love all black people.
And yes, and the thing
is, we love all people technically.
Yes, absolutely. But the thing is, because of the fact that the sisters are running the majority of the households of ours, I always love to speak to them and try to get them to get it. You know what I mean? We talked about the ego situation. That's a big problem right now. That's why a lot of the division is in play. Because, you hear a lot of people say, oh, yeah, well, they won't let a man be a man. They won't let a man lead. Well, you can't let me do shit. If I'm a man,
I know that.
and I'm a leader, that's right. You understand?
I know that's right.
I'm going to enforce that. So we have to get back into that. And the sisters are raising these young brothers. So you have to understand that you have to impart that to the young brothers for them to be leaders. If you want leaders, male leaders, and that baby father, quote unquote, or baby dad, whatever you want to call it, is not around, you don't want to impart that to your son. You have to impart to him to be a leader, to be strong. You understand? Because the cat, if he's not there, he's garbage. And he can't teach that young brother. You know what I mean? So you're there to do that. So we don't want to emasculate that young brother, which happens often because these sisters are so angry at the man. They take it out on the young man. You feel me? That young man is already a faggot. You know what I mean? Pardon the language. he's already a homosexual,
right.
and he's once again emasculated. You feel me? Because of how he grows up and what is imparted upon him from the one that raised him, which is a woman. She can't be the stronger gender. However, this cat is seeing that. So now when he comes up, that's what he is. And then he wants to hit the woman. You feel me? Well, we already know from coming up in our generation, That's what you don't do, because that would cause you to be a homosexual if you hit a woman. You don't do that. You understand? Okay.
That's like another.
We can
Another
do that
dialogue.
too. We can do that too.
Another
Yeah,
show.
we can do that too. Hey man, we just, you know what? I do want to thank Brother Hakeem from Black and Nobels for putting us on and having us
Yes.
on your
Big
brand.
up, brother Hakeem.
Yes, and
Love you.
Brother Tyson and Brother AJ for doing video editing and things of that nature. All the brothers, Brother Levi, all y'all cats, man. Black and Nobels.
I gotta get back down there. I ain't been down there in a minute.
Yeah. Definitely peace.
Much love,
And
y'all.
love.
Appreciate y'all.
And respect. You know what I mean? There you have it. Like in dialogue, we're signing off. Hopefully we're able to spark the minds of brothers and sisters to be able to continue to have these type of conversations within their own circles, and each one teach 10. Until then, next week we'll come to you with a few more topics. You know what I mean? Until then, God bless. Love is love. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, that was.
Please wake up.